good, YouTube? What is going on? Welcome back to the channel, guys. My Smell Good family, what's happening with y'all, man? Hopefully everything is well. Hopefully things are just super great for y'all, man. Positive energy, positive vibes. Y'all know how we give it up here on this channel, man. A couple of things before we get started with this week's weekly rotation video. Appreciate all the support, man, from the live stream that we did on last Thursday. It was cool, man. It was my first time doing it, and you guys came out to, show support and show love and have conversation and all that, man. It was super, super dope, man. I really, really appreciate y'all. I thought it went well for the first time, except for my internet giving out towards the end. All right, but I jumped back on live on my cell phone and we just kind of finished it out that way. But the next one's gonna be a lot more efficient, a lot better. But I thank y'all for rocking with me for sure, man. It was just really, really, really fun, and I look forward to doing more of those. So yes, more live streams will be coming. I'm gonna try to do them weekly. Gotta try to, kind of figure out how I'm gonna, go about that. But the goal is in the immediate future to go live at least once a week for about an hour. And more details on that to come. But I just want to say thank y'all for the support on that. And then also, man, 2,000 subscribers, bro. 2,000 subscribers. Dope. Just dope. And thankful and grateful for y'all support and all y'all positive energy that y'all give to me. And I really appreciate that, man. So just thank everyone who watches the videos and likes them and shares them, and the people who subscribe to the channel and the people who meet me down below in the comments and I get to have interaction with. That's what I love the most, the interaction down in the comments and now on the live streams. Like, that's the best part, because I actually get to build relationships with y'all, and that's the cool part, man. So I welcome that. And just thank y'all again, man. 2,000 subscribers, on to 3,000. On to 3,000 we go. And then, we'll see what's waiting for us when we get there. All right, so much love, gratitude, appreciate you guys for sure, man. So I just want to kind of knock all that out before we got started with this week's weekly wears. All right, this is covering the week of, that's my terrible acting job of rewind. 2K video. After you watch this video, the next video after this will be the 2K giveaway video. So stay tuned for that. You don't want to miss what I got going on for the 2K giveaway. All right, so check it out if you would like to enter for the giveaway. All right, fast forward and back to this week's weekly wears video. This is covering the week of August the 21st. All right, and I had a great week. A lot of things went down. I was on vacation all week from my job. Me and my wife celebrated 9 years of marriage this past week. Just came back fresh from out of town. Went to Savannah, Georgia for the weekend. We had a great time, and you'll be hearing about that a little bit throughout this week's videos and a little bit in the next week, so stay tuned on that. All right, so let's jump into it. Enough talking. We're 3 minutes and 30 seconds in, and someone out there saying he talks too much. Hopefully you're still watching. All right, let's get it. On Sunday to close out my work week, but to start the beginning of the week, last day of work before vacation, we went with, from the house of Chanel, we went with Allure Homme Sport Eau Extreme. Eau Extreme. Man, this stuff is great, man. I think my bottle's kind of macerated a little bit because it's I'm getting a little bit better performance than I normally would get. Normally I would get around like 5 hours of this, but either, I don't know, even my skin chemistry is changing, or I was extra moisturized on that day. I don't know, but I got about 7 hours, and I noticed it, in the latter part of my day, and I was like, wait a second, like, this thing's still kind of going, and I got a compliment like late in the day. So I don't know, maybe it's macerated a little bit over the couple of years that I've had it, but you get that orange and that mint and that vanilla kind of charged up version of the original. I really like this stuff, and my complaint is that it didn't last as long as I thought it should with the name Eau Extreme. All right, but it worked out enough where it looks like it's kind of developing a little bit more depth, so to speak. All right, but on Sunday to close out the work week, going into vacation, we went from the house of Chanel. All right, we went with Allure Homme Sport Eau Extreme. Eau Extreme. All right, we came home on Sunday, and you guys probably know by now, I get a hot shower and give me some wine or a Modelo and kick back, had some NFL preseason football, and I was getting ready for the new Game of Thrones show, The House of Dragons. All right, so I was trying to get my mind worked up on that on the Sunday evening, and for the scent, that I wore fresh out the shower for the rest of the evening, we went with Diesel's Only the Brave Tattoo. Okay, Only the Brave Tattoo. Now I found this at a local Ross for $20. This is a 50 millimeter bottle, and I like it a lot, man. You get some red apple, fresh spiciness to it, fruity sweetness to it. Kind of reminds you of, I want to say Dolce & Gabbana's, like the EDP mixed with the EDT, I guess, if that's a thing. But you get Dolce the One vibes. You get John Barbados XX vibes with this as well. Smells really, really good. I just wanted to test it. I got about 6 hours of this thing, and it smelled good around the house. My wife gave me a compliment when I walked by her, and it's good. All right, so for the rest of the day on Sunday evening, we went with Diesel's. They got the little corny little ring right there, the little ring. All right, but we went with Only the Brave Tattoo Sunday evening. All right, moving along into Monday, we started vacation. No work. I was able to do what it is I wanted to do, and I had fun and a great time doing it. So to the gym on Monday morning, we went with, from the house of Davidoff, from the Cool Water line, we went with grapefruit and sage. Grapefruit and sage. All right, see the little den I got going on in there. So this has been my gym scent, man. I've been wearing this to the gym. You get a lot of sage in here, grapefruit, more sage than grapefruit, but it's blended pretty good. And for what you pay for that, I got it from my local Burlington for $20. And for what you pay for, man, it does its thing, and it smells really good to me. It's a nice, refreshing, fresher scent. Sage and grapefruit are the notes, and it just works. It just works. Wore it to the gym. That body heat kind of gets going. It kind of really shows you what this thing can do, once it gets some heat to it. But I really, really like it, man. And to the gym, it kind of did exactly what I needed to do. So on Monday morning to the gym, we went with, from the house of Davidoff, from the Cool Water line, we went with grapefruit and sage. Grapefruit and sage. You can get this one for really cheap. Go to your local Burlington, maybe go online, pay $20, man, and it's yours. It smells good. All right, Monday came home, took a shower, back out into the streets to take care of some things. And I went with one I just been wearing all summer long. All right, and yeah, it's that good. From the house of Missoni, we went with the Missoni Wave. Missoni Wave. You can see that dent right there. Yes, sir. Been moving. So this is a cross between Versace Pour Homme and the original Chanel Allure. All right, Allure, however you want to say it. This is a mix of what this is, and it's really, really good. I mean, you get all of those elements from Versace Pour Homme and Chanel Allure and Allure Pour Homme, and it's just that. It's a combination of the two, and it's kind of like that. This is their love child, all right. But that you got some floral components in here, little fruity sweetness as well. That vanilla orchid in here is very, prominent, especially in the mid to the dry down. You can get this stuff for cheap. It's an above average performer for me. In the summertime, that's saying something. You get a little depth and a little body with it as well. I get around 7 hours of performance. Projection on this thing is great for the first 2 hours as well. But this is just one. Got out there in that summer heat. The heat cooked up the fragrance on my skin, and it just did its thing, and it smells really, really good. This is one of my favorite fragrances this summer, and I'm probably still not done wearing it as we're in the dog days of summer. So on Monday, for the rest of the day, we went from the house of Missoni. We went Missoni Wave. Missoni Wave. Real hype fragrances. A lot of people have been on this summer for sure, and I think the hype is warranted, man, if you're into that style of fragrance. All right, moving along to Tuesday. All right, we only wore one fragrance on Tuesday. No gym on Tuesday. I had a bunch of stuff to do throughout the entire day, and we went with this one, man. And I'm glad that I was able to spend some more time with this one from the house of Prada. All right, we went with Prada Luna Rosa's Carbon. For anybody who knows about this is a inspired by version of Dior Sauvage. All right, that's exactly what this is. A lot more lavender, a little bit more smoother, and Broxton's toned all the way down, if any that's in here, but you just get a more mature version EDT wise between the two. Now the EDP and the parfum of this take on, of the Dior Sauvage take on something else. But when you're talking about the two EDTs, this one and Dior Sauvage, this was a little bit more well-rounded, a little bit more smoother, a lot more lavender. And I personally like it more than Sauvage, the EDT. I like this one more than that. The only problem is, well, it depends on who you are. I could just reapply because, I'm a part of the reapply boys too. This one doesn't last as long as the EDT. So if you're looking for performance, you're looking for longevity, go with Dior Sauvage EDT. Go with it. All right, it's going to last you all day long without reapplying. But if you're looking for a different take, you can go with this one. You just have to reapply after that 6-hour mark, and you'll be good to go. All right, so just paid dividends, smelled really nice, and I just enjoy wearing it on Tuesday from the house of Prada. All right, we went with Prada Luna Rosa Carbon. This is the big 150 bottle. And I got this off discounters. I paid like $45 from this. I think I got this from Gift Express when I was buying from them. So Gift Express is where I got this from last year, and I really enjoy it. All right. Moving along out of Tuesday into Wednesday, I was back in the streets. Had to do a lot more running around still, and boy, was it hot. Was it hot? So I wore something appropriate from the house of Mancera. All right, we went with Sicily. All right, I wish that I had worn this more than I have done already. Why is that? Well, if you love citruses, if you are a citrus animal, and that is your style of fragrance for the warmer, hotter weather, this is probably pound for pound the best fragrance that you can wear in the summer days. Why do I say that? Well, you got the grapefruit, you got the orange, you got, I think there's some black currant in here, some apple in here, a little bit of pineapple in here, there's peaches in here, a citrus mega bomb. That's what this is. And it lasts more than your traditional designer summer citrus fragrance. It definitely is something where I catch at least 8 hours of performance on this thing, especially if you're outside and you let the heat work with it. I only wear this when I'm out and about in the summer. I don't wear this to the office. I might wear this on a date if, I was outside or something like that. But if I'm just moving out and about during the hot summer days, I'm going to be wearing this one because it's an amazing fragrance with the amount of citrus that's in this thing. Has some musk down in the dry down as well. But this is amazing. So if you love citrus, find your way to this one. It is a citrus bomb. That's exactly what it is. And I really enjoyed great performance on Wednesday for the entire day. All right. I didn't even reapply this one. I ran with it the whole time from the house of Mancera. All right. We went with Sicily. You could definitely get this on discounters right now. I think Joma Shop has for around $70, $75. Retailing this thing is like $180, $190. So definitely get this on discounters if you're interested. All right. On Thursday, all right, we wore a decant. Went with a decant on Thursday. Really wanted to try the House of Alexandra's version of Parfums de Marly Greenlee. All right. Now I have a decant of Greenlee, and I really like it. So now I'm deciding Greenlee or get the Alexandra version of it. But we did that on Thursday to make a decision. On Thursday, we went with Alexandra's Green Envy. Shout out to my homeboy Sid, my brother from Frag Boys ENT, who blessed me with this decant. And boy, the rivalry, I guess. Greenlee from Parfums de Marly and Green Envy from Alexandra. Yeah, they're similar, man. They're very, very similar. The quality on Parfums de Marly is a little bit up, but that doesn't bother me. I have plenty of Alexandra fragrances that suit for the scent DNA that I'm going for if I'm necessarily not needing the original full bottle of that scent. I'm fine with and inspired by from Alexandria. All right, that's why I have about 12 to 14 of them over there. But this is one where I'm probably going to get Green Envy. The differences between Green Envy and Greenlee are slight. Are they noticeable? It just depends on what nose is smelling it. But I'm just looking for that DNA, and Green Envy gives me that. So I'm going to save a few dollars, definitely going the Alexandria route instead of going the Parfums de Marly route. Not saying nothing about that. I could change my mind after this video, but currently constructed, I'm going to go with Green Envy, and it did its thing on another hot summer day on Thursday. So from the house of Alexandria on Thursday, we went with Green Envy. Green Envy. Once again, inspired by Parfums de Marly's Greenlee. All right. Moving along, Friday, it is back. I am well, black t-shirt. And on Fridays, y'all know what time it is, to the barbershop. We went from the house of our moth from the Club de Nuit line. We went with Intense Man. Intense Man. Now, believe it or not, this bottle is almost empty. This bottle is almost empty. And I haven't had this bottle that long. Matter of fact, the EDT was the last one that I got. My first version of Intense Man was the EDP. As we all know, this is a direct inspired by fragrance from Creed's Aventus, all right? And I've decanted this a lot. I've worn it a lot myself. And probably by the end of the year, I may or may not have to get another one because I have 4 different versions of this stuff. Don't ask me why, it's just a personal preference. But this stuff is great to the barbershop for the first half of my day, handling some business, running some errands, getting ready to go out of town. This is the one that kind of got me going on my Friday. All right, so once again, on Friday morning, we went with the ever so popular Intense Man from our moth, the Club de Nuit line. All right, came home, showered up, and was back in the streets. Like I said, me and my wife were preparing to go out of town. Came home, showered up, and threw on this fruity, beautiful beast from the house of Latafa. We went with Caid Al Fursan, a pineapple booyah. That's exactly what this is. All right. Now we have 2 bottles of this in my household. My wife has a bottle, which she finessed me for. All right. And I have a bottle as well. This is pineapple fruitiness, pineapple sweetness, pineapple musk. Yeah, pineapple and musk. Little sandalwood in there because it is coming off creamy. It might come off a little vanillic faintly, but it's definitely a sandalwood in here. A little birch in here as well. But the pineapple is just roaring, just beastly. Fruity. Now I overspray this heavy. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm probably 15 sprays or more with this, but it lasts me all day. If you like spray this, it might roll off of you, but I spray heavy on this, and it's not gonna offend anyone. Like if you spray a bunch of sprays of this, it's not gonna make somebody go, golly, bro, chill. Like it's not. Matter of fact, I got a couple of compliments in my local Target where I had to go do some shopping. Yeah, I got a couple compliments in Target, and I got one compliment at Home Depot. Had to stop at Home Depot and buy a ladder. All right, so this was one that just got me throughout the rest of the day on Friday and through the evening as well. Summertime, it works. From the house of Latafa for a great price you can find on Amazon or discounters. Y'all go ahead and grab this one if you're into that super fruity pineapple thing. Nothing like Aventus. Nothing like Aventus before anybody asks. Nothing like Aventus. From the house of Latafa, we have Caid Al Fursan for the rest of the day on Friday. All right, moving along to Saturday, I was indeed out of town in Savannah, Georgia. Me and my wife went out and had a fantastic time celebrating 9 years, all right? And my wife loves these 2. So these 2 that I wore are big personal favorites from her, all right? So on Saturday during the day, all right, we went with, from the house of Giorgio Armani, we went with Acqua di Gio's Absolute. I remember when I first got this fragrance, my wife was like, yes. I love this stuff, and it is along the lines of that Invictus-y style DNA mixed in with that Acqua di Gio DNA, and it's really good. I personally like it as well. A marine-like, a little sweeter version of it that Amber's introduced in here as well. But I really enjoyed it, and my wife loves it. So during the day on Saturday in Savannah, Georgia, all right, we went with Acqua di Gio's Absolute. Absolute. All right. And on Saturday evening, we had a grand time, man. We went to this jazz restaurant, live jazz music, and great soul food. The environment and the atmosphere was great. Me and my wife had a fantastic time. And we stayed there longer than we planned. We watched the whole set, had some dessert. It was, man, great time, man. And she has fallen in love with this one from the house of Navitas, all right, Navitas Parfums. She is a big fan of Viva More. Something got a hold of her, man. Something got a hold of her. And she likes it. Now, this one, in my opinion, this is a cross between Baccarat Rouge 540 and Creed's Aventus. You get that sweet pineapple citrus opening up top, and then you get that oak moss and that saffron and patchouli that really starts to overtake in the mid down to the dry down. Definitely is something that is more on the masculine side. I wouldn't deem this unisex, but some women could wear it. But due to the crossroads of the Baccarat Rouge 540 and the Creed Aventus, I think it's more masculine leaning, especially on the dry down. But my wife, she loves it. That's why I brought it with me. That's why I wore it. So on Saturday evening in Savannah, Georgia, we went with, from the house of Navitas Parfums, we went with Viva More. All right. Lasts all day long. It's straight to, I think this is a parfum concentration. Yeah, true parfum concentration. It works like an extrait de parfum, honestly. When I woke up the next morning, it was still on me. All right, so this is a beast projector, beast performer for sure. All right, guys, so that's gonna wrap up this week's Weekly Wears. Video ran kind of long because I was showing love at the beginning, but it's all good. Yeah, so do you guys have any of these fragrances? Do you guys want to know more about these fragrances? What are your thoughts on the fragrances that I wore last week? Meet me down below in the comments. We can definitely talk about it. If you're interested in being the next member, of the Smell Good family, all you have to do is subscribe to the channel, like the videos, and meet me down in the comments. And we can talk about what you love and what I love, and that is the art of fragrances. I love these weekly videos, man. Love doing them, man. And you guys let me know that y'all love them as well, and I appreciate that. All right, so till next time, be cool, be safe, take care of yourselves, and I'll see you guys on the next fragrance video. Oh, you thought that I wasn't gonna give instructions. I am, even though the video is 22 minutes long. Keep smelling good. Take care of your skin. Moisturize. Pick your beard out, fellas. Put on that splack. I don't care where you're going. Put on that splack. It'll do wonders for you and for her. All right? Splack.